Hey guys, what's up? So I'm here in beautiful Iowa, just doing a quick seminar for the weekend. But basically, I just wanted to reach out again on a subject that I've spoken about many times in detail, and it's about our beloved Wing Chun community. It's funny and it's almost ironic actually that I made a video about a week ago, and almost just a couple of days after that, I received this dialogue from a Sifu. Now, he didn't mention he was the Sifu in the beginning. He immediately just asked what my lineage was. And then when I gave him my lineage, he kind of cheap shotted it as not being legitimate. And then he talked about how awesome his lineage is and what they know and what I know and what's good and what isn't. And I was very cordial with him back and forth. And, I must say it was respectful in that he didn't say anything derogatory, although he was very erudite, just like I said many times before, very pious, just like a modern day Pharisee, um, talking about how his system in Wing Chun is the real system and what they know and what they don't know. So it's just interesting to me because it's like anything else, you know. If I learned how to tie my shoelaces with one hand and I do it very efficiently and I do it great, and I've become some sort of a personality because I know how to tie my shoelace, but then someone went to school for years to learn under the tutelage of a certain teacher how to tie their shoelaces with two hands, but then never even learned how to do that. And even if they did, cool. It feels the same way with martial arts. It's like all of the name dropping, all of the lineage dropping, all of that. I think people are just missing the point. As a matter of fact, I think someone who knows their stuff doesn't even really bother anybody else. It's like, you know your stuff, you know your stuff. You never see a lion running around talking to hyenas and animals beneath him in the kingdom about how great he is and about his progeny and about uh, what kind of animal he is and blah blah blah. You know, a lion's a lion. He keeps his mouth shut. He knows exactly what he can do, and then he does it when the time comes, and that's it. And I think that all martial artists should be like that. I think true martial artists should be like that. But it's just interesting. I went back and forth with this individual in a dialogue, but you can clearly see the arrogance. I mean, he obviously his primary and only objective was to just find out not only what my lineage was, but specifically after finding out what my lineage was to kind of uh, tear down why he believes that that lineage isn't as good or not good at all, and how his is so superior. And this is kind of like the arrogance that I keep on talking about with martial arts. And it's why in the beginning, I hesitated ever to even mention that I belong to Wing Chun or how I did boxing or how I did anything else for that matter. And he did mention something about that had I known the complete system, I would have seen that Wing Chun has grappling and Wing Chun has boxing and all the other stuff that Wing Chun has. And the truth of the matter is that everything that I do with regards to that is from Wing Chun. So I think he was in error there. But I'm right. I'm doing this video right now for you because I just think it's sad. I believe if you're in an art solely for the recognition of what the lineage is and who your teacher is and who should be called a Sifu and who shouldn't be called a Sifu, I think that you're in the wrong place. Go into a place that's going to teach you how to be a man, who's going to teach you self-defense, who's going to teach you how to be a viable person in this world and not get involved with petty nonsense like lineage and who's who and who knows what. I think that that's your first red flag. And so if I were you, I would run out of there as fast as possible because it is going to come to bite you in the butt later on. Um, Unfortunately, my experience with the Wing Chun community, and this is unfortunate because I love Wing Chun and it is in my family lineage. Um, it's unfortunate, but like for Wing Chungers, this seems to be the place that has the most piety that I've ever seen in any other martial art. So for you guys who are interested in Wing Chun, of course, go and do your thing and take out of it what works for you. And then also be realistic. Spar with people like boxers, like MMA fighters, like grapplers, like spar with other people using your Wing Chun so that you can see what works and what doesn't work for you. You'll see that there are certain techniques that will work perfectly for you and some that just won't work for you. But at the end of the day, regardless of whatever martial arts you take it for you. You take it for your growth. You take it so that you can apply it in your everyday life, whether it is something that unfortunately you have to physically do to defend yourself or your family, if it's something that you physically do to strengthen yourself, to better yourself, to get that mind and body connection. But don't do it for lineage sake. Don't do it for all of that hype because you're gonna get yourself disappointed. Anyway, I would say if you have any questions, obviously everybody always talks and has powerful fingers to type messages, but just reach out to me. My information is on my website, wingchunscience.com, and you can just reach out to me directly. And I'm always open as a student of martial arts and combat to just learn and see what it is that you guys have that I don't. And I'm more than happy to learn. So that's definitely a fact, something that I would love to do. But I don't like to get involved with the whole lineage nonsense and who knows what. I mean, the fact that a person can even make such a blanketed statement kind of shows also where they're at mentally. And it's good if that's what they need to bolster up their ego, if that's what they need to make themselves feel good, if that's what they need to make themselves relevant or feel like some sort of importance. I mean, it's sad, but hey, then I guess that's what they got to do. All right, guys, so that's the video. That's my rant. My main objective of this video is to stay away, really, if you can, from piety, from self-righteous gurus and sifus and coaches and teachers, and go to a place that is going to just teach you how to be a better version of yourself with their help and their tutelage. And the skill sets that you learn is something that will work immediately, or you'll see that it doesn't work. But at the end of the day, to reach out to other schools and reach out to other people and talk about what they know and what they don't know and who their coach is and who their sifu is. And I think that it shows how little of a person that you actually are, that's your primary concern. All right, guys? So you can DM me, you can text me, you can call me, you can just reach out to me anyway. Peace.